Hi, this is Tim McGaffin II. I know the greatest thing you can do in your life is to get back up when you get knocked down. The most difficult thing you can do in your life is to get back up when you get knocked down, and that's also the greatest thing you can do. The only types of people that can do that are champions. And so the way that you do that is you pray and you ask Heavenly Father to help you, and Heavenly Father is going to give you that power so you can always get back every single time. And as long as you continue to never give up, God will help you in your life, and you can never ultimately fail. You will ultimately win in the end because you are choosing to be a champion, and God is going to ensure that you're going to get where you want to go if you never give up. Now, I want to talk about how evil the FDA, the American Medical Association, and Big Pharma is. And I want to get you the truth. First of all, one name that you should research is the name of Morris Fishbein. Morris Fishbein single-handedly removed nutrition from the medical schools in the U.S. and basically replaced it with junk science, to be perfectly honest. And we live in a society where we're being ruled by criminals. And how do we know this? Well, we know this because when people are speaking the truth, that these criminals try to criminalize the truth and try to make outlaw the truth, so you can't speak it. And here's one example of this. Dr. Otto Warburg, which I never heard of in all my years of public school. And well, basically, let me read this quote. This quote is by Dr. Robert H. Sorge, S-O-R-G-E. And he says, quote, Dr. Warburg's name and prize-winning work are not mentioned in a single medical textbook because he disagreed with chemotherapy, exactly what the pharmaceutical/medical establishment did not want to hear. In the last 100 years, Dr. Warburg's thesis has never been refuted. Yet billions of dollars continue to pour into the coffers of doctors and drug companies. End quote. And that was by Dr. Robert H. Sorge, and this was in an article published entitled Warning, What Every Cancer Patient Needs to Know Before Starting Chemotherapy. And so we are in a war between truth and between lies, where the truth is made to seem as if it's not true. And the opposite. We're in the bizarro world right now. And so, but the truth always triumphs in the end. And so if we continue to speak truth, if we continue to share our testimonies, and I use that term because we are in a war of testimonies, as you learn in church, then if we continue to share our testimonies, then we're going to win. And another evidence of this is look at the lamestream media. How almost everything the lamestream media says is incorrect, and they are losing ratings. And more people are going to YouTube and to Facebook and to other media outlets, especially on the internet, because on the internet, that's where the free speech is. And you have false things on the internet and you have true things on the internet, but you have both. Whereas in the mainstream media, you're constantly being bombarded with misinformation. And so the truth in our society right now is not going to land on your lap. It's not going to be handed to you. It's not going to be given to you. You need to do the work to find the truth. Anything worth doing in life is you have to put something on the line. You got to put some effort into it if you want to get something valuable out of it. You got to put the work into it. And that's the same thing here to find out the truth. You got to learn how to think for yourself, critically think, and put the effort and the work in to find the truth. And when you find the truth will triumph. And so I urge you to do that. I challenge you to find the truth, and I challenge you to share your testimonies, to share the truth. And sometimes we are going to make a mistake and we're going to share something that was incorrect. And when we do that, we just need to make that correction and apologize. That's all you have to do. And so don't let fear paralyze you from taking action. And have courage to speak the truth, find the truth and speak the truth. And remember that champions never quit, and that when you're choosing to be a champion, that Heavenly Father is there helping you. And when things don't make sense and it seems like things are falling apart, don't give up, because at a certain point in time, in God's own due time and in God's own way, the miracle will happen, the victory will happen, the triumph will happen, and you will be a champion forever. And so that's the message I want to get to everybody today, is champions never quit, and never, 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 never give up. And also, you are so powerful. When you speak the truth, this whole facade that the powers that shouldn't be have created, that showing that they are all powerful, that they have total control, it's all fake, it's all an illusion. When you stand up to them and you speak the truth, their whole facade comes crashing down. Their whole power structure comes crashing down like a house of cards. And so your voice, one small voice can go a long ways. So speak up and remember how powerful you are and how scared the powers that shouldn't be are of the truth. And when the truth gets out there, liberty shines. And with liberty, you have prosperity and you have safety and security. With tyranny, you have poverty and you don't have safety or security. But remember, we live in a bizarre world where they're trying to sell us that tyranny is the way to go. But remember, everything that they say is the opposite. And so that's the point I wanted to make, is that how powerful you are, your voice, and that it just, when you stand up to them, they have no power. It's all fake.